DanielScranton.com. Welcome to the reading, A Giant Monumental Leap Forward for Humanity, the 9D Arcturian Council, channeled by Daniel Scranton. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are so very excited for humanity at this time because of the monumental leaps forward in your spiritual evolution that you still have in front of you. We know that many of you just want to get to the finish line as quickly as possible, but when it comes to spiritual growth and evolution, the joy most certainly is in the journey, and you are journeying up and up and up, higher and higher into a state of consciousness that will make the one you are currently in unrecognizable to you. That is how much you are transforming. That is why this shift in consciousness is such a very big deal, and why so many are talking about it and anticipating it. You all have had so many experiences already there on Earth, and you don't need to keep recreating the same experiences over and over again, unless there is something about that experience that you want to have over and over again. Perhaps on the soul level, you want to forgive the person who steals from you, or you want to respond to a situation without fear or hate or anger. Whatever your reasons were for creating what you created, you did it consciously and for the purposes of growth. Experiencing that growth is something you can only do from the perspective you are in right now, where you don't even recall wanting to have that experience. And in some cases, you couldn't even imagine why you would want a particular experience. It is a time there on Earth where doing, acting, thinking, and even speaking are far less necessary components of life than they have ever been before. And the reason is that letting go, surrendering, accepting, and even forgiving don't require you to do anything, or even to say anything in most cases. Sometimes there is thought involved, but the thought comes after the acceptance. The thought affirms what you have already felt within yourself. You understand at a certain point that there is no need to resist anything about your personal reality or the world as it is today, because that's not where your power lies. Your power always lies in your ability to vibrate in spite of conditions that make it challenging for you to be in the state of being you want to be in. That's the journey, and that's the fun part. The fun part is the recognition that you have the power within you and that you had it within you all along. Using that power is a wonderful feeling, a liberating one, and one that many on your world have already experienced. That means it's in your collective consciousness. You have access to it. There is a roadmap that someone else created. And so, even though you are making this giant, monumental leap forward in your own consciousness evolution, you are not the first one to do it. That makes it easier on you, but it's still as satisfying as if you were the first one to do it on Earth in the entire history of humankind on Earth. That's what we want you to realize. What we are proposing to you is far more satisfying than railing against your life or the world as it is today in a futile attempt to change it through action. You have the power within you, and the power comes from your full recognition that you are not only connected to Source, and that Source is not only a part of you, but that you are Source. And what could be more empowering and satisfying than knowing that ultimate truth and then living your life accordingly? We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. DanielScranton.com